Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into something a little different in the world of Minecraft?
Always.
This time we're taking a look at the Biomes 1.2 uh, expansion pack
Okay.
by Shapescape.
Right.
And this one is really interesting because it focuses less on,
Okay.
I'd say, like the typical Minecraft thing, like mining and crafting,
Yeah.
and more on just exploration and discovery.
Right.
And we've got a ton of articles and gameplay notes to go through.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, there are some really cool things in here.
Cool.
Um, we're talking like helpful outposts scattered around,
Uh,
a guidebook that unlocks images as you explore,
wow.
and even a run-in with a volcano.
No way.
Yeah, I know, right?
So what I think is so cool about this expansion is just how it adds all these new features
Yeah,
without really changing the core feel of Minecraft.
yeah,
It's like you're playing the same game, and love,
yeah,
but there's just like this added layer of depth and surprise.
exactly.
You know?
It's like you boot up the game expecting the usual, routine, and boom, you're suddenly in a hot air balloon.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
with like a biomes guide
Right.
standing there handing you starter gear.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
a pretty big change from just, you know, punching trees
Yeah.
to get wood.
Talk about a welcome change.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. It's
Yeah.
a much more, I guess, guided approach
Right.
to starting the game.
It really is.
Instead of just like figure it out yourself.
Right. It's more like, hey, welcome to the adventure.
Exactly.
Yeah. It really sets the tone for this whole sense of like discovery and exploration.
Totally.
And that feeling is even more amplified by these outposts that are scattered throughout the world.
The outposts.
Yeah.
What are those like?
They're like these little havens.
Okay.
Packed with useful items and resources. Like,
Yeah.
you can find anything from enchanted weapons
Whoa.
to a spyglass.
Oh, cool.
I mean,
That's useful.
who doesn't love finding a treasure chest when you're just starting out?
Totally. Especially when it's got good stuff in it.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
enchanted weapons.
Exactly.
Makes exploring a lot less daunting.
And speaking of exploring,
Yes.
that spyglass isn't just for admiring the scenery.
Oh.
It comes in handy when you encounter the new mobs in this expansion.
Okay, what kind of new mobs?
Well, get this. They're super shy.
Shy.
Yeah. We're talking snails that retreat into their shells,
Huh.
hedgehogs that curl up in a ball,
Cute.
even seagulls that just soar overhead.
Interesting.
It's almost like they're playing hide and seek with you.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, it definitely makes the world feel more alive
Right.
and reactive.
It's not just creatures standing around waiting for you to, interact with them.
Exactly.
They have their own behaviors and patterns.
Yeah. And it makes you think twice before just charging into a new area.
True.
You have to approach things more cautiously.
Yeah.
Use the spyglass to observe from a distance.
Right, before you potentially scare them off.
Exactly.
It's like a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
From the usual mob encounters.
It really is. It makes you really appreciate the little details.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then there's the guidebook.
The guidebook.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we mentioned that yet, but
No, tell me more.
it starts out as like a picture book with missing images.
Okay.
But as you discover these creatures in the world,
Yeah.
their pictures in the book unlock.
Wow, so you're like filling it out as you go.
Exactly. It's
Yep.
like a visual reward system for exploring and documenting your findings.
Oh, I love that. It reminds me of those old school adventure games.
Yeah.
Where you collect clues to, like, solve a mystery.
Yeah.
Except here, the clues are these adorable creatures.
Right.
And the reward is this, like, beautifully illustrated picture book.
It's so cool. It really speaks to that, like, innate collector's instinct we all have.
Totally. You want to find every creature.
Yeah.
Not just for, the bragging rights.
Right.
But to complete that visual encyclopedia of the world.
Exactly. And it really adds a whole new dimension to exploration.
It does.
But the changes don't stop there.
Oh. What else is there?
Well, the overworld itself has gotten some subtle but interesting updates.
Okay.
Like, you might stumble upon trees with golden leaves,
Wow.
or encounter blocks that are typically found in the deep dark,
Oh, interesting.
but just randomly appearing in the overworld. It's
Right.
like they've sprinkled these little anomalies
Yeah.
throughout the landscape.
I see, like little hints of something different.
Exactly, just waiting to be discovered.
I get why they did that.
Yeah.
It creates this sense of mystery,
Right?
Keeps you guessing.
Yeah.
Like, what else might be different?
Totally. It makes even familiar landscapes feel new and exciting. Like,
Yeah.
you start questioning everything you thought you knew about the game.
Makes you look closer at things
Yeah.
that you might have just ignored before.
And this sense of surprise, it reached its peak.
Ooh.
How so?
When we stumbled upon a volcano.
What?
Yeah. Not just any volcano,
Yeah.
but one with a plume of smoke billowing out the top.
Oh, wow. I can only imagine.
It was incredible.
It's like a beacon in the distance, calling you to come closer.
Exactly. Investigate and investigate. We did.
Of course.
We decided to climb the volcano.
What else would you do?
Exactly. It's like you find a giant volcano, you got to climb it.
Right.
Right.
It's like a rule of the universe.
It's like, yeah, it's in the rule book somewhere.
Exactly.
And let me tell you, it was quite a climb.
Oh, I bet.
Lots of scrambling, a few close calls.
Yeah. Oh, right.
And a whole lot of lava at the top.
I can only imagine.
It was intense. But you know what struck me the most about that whole experience?
What's that?
It's how, even in a game as familiar as Minecraft,
right,
there's still room for these moments of just pure, childlike wonder.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it really was.
It's like rediscovering
the magic of the game all over again.
Exactly, like discovering a secret world.
Yeah.
Hidden within the one we thought we knew so well.
Hidden in plain sight.
That's a great way to put it.
I like that. It really speaks to the enduring appeal of exploration.
Yes.
The thrill of the unknown, you know.
And the power of a well-placed surprise.
Couldn't agree more.
So I think we've covered a good chunk of our initial impressions of Biomes 1.2 so far.
We have. We've seen the hot air balloons start, explored those helpful outposts, encountered shy creatures,
Right.
and even climbed a volcano.
All in a day's work.
But this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
There's still so much more to uncover.
I know, right?
So before we delve deeper, let's take a moment to reflect.
Okay.
What resonates with you the most so far?
Oh, that's a great question.
What aspects of this expansion pique your curiosity?
Ooh, good one.
Or spark your imagination?
Lots to think about there.
And stay tuned, because when we come back, we'll be digging deeper into the guidebook, exploring those subtle changes to the overworld, and discussing what this all means for the future of Minecraft.
It's going to be good.
Welcome back. It's amazing how just like a few additions to a game can really make it feel fresh and new again.
Oh, totally. And I think that feeling comes from how well this expansion blends the familiar mechanics with all these cool new elements, you know?
Right.
It's still very much Minecraft at its core,
Yeah.
but there's just this deeper layer of exploration and discovery woven in.
Exactly. Like take the guidebook, for example.
Oh, yeah.
On the surface, it's just this simple picture book.
Right.
But when you think about how it actually works within the game, it becomes something much more...
Oh, yeah. It's so clever.
Right.
It's not just about, like, finding the creatures. It's about seeing their images come to life in the book.
Yes.
And that sense of accomplishment is super satisfying.
Totally. It makes you want to explore, like, every single corner of the world. Yeah. Just in case you might stumble upon a creature you haven't documented yet.
You know, it's funny because it's not even about just ticking boxes on a checklist.
Right.
It's about really appreciating, like, the diversity of the world and all the unique characteristics of each creature.
Yeah. You really start to pay attention to little details.
And I think that attention to detail is what really makes this expansion stand out.
I agree.
It's not just about adding more stuff for the sake of it. You know, it's about adding stuff that feels meaningful and integrated into the overall experience.
And speaking of integration,
Yeah.
let's circle back to those subtle changes we mentioned in the overworld.
Okay.
Like those golden leaf trees.
Yeah.
And the deep dark blocks appearing in like random places.
Right.
Do you think those are just aesthetic tweaks? Or is there something more to them?
You know, that's a great question. On one hand, they could just be visual flourishes,
Okay.
adding a touch of variety to the landscapes we're already familiar with. But on the other hand, they could be like hints at deeper connections.
Interesting.
Maybe even foreshadowing new biomes or gameplay mechanics.
Ooh, I like that.
It definitely keeps you guessing and encourages you to pay closer attention to your surroundings.
That's what I find so fascinating about this expansion.
Yeah.
It really sparks your curiosity. And it encourages you to think beyond the surface level.
It's not just about what you see.
Right.
It's about what you might discover if you look a little closer.
Explore a little further.
Exactly.
And that sense of discovery was definitely heightened
Oh, yeah.
when we stumbled upon that volcano.
I know, right?
Remember how we were talking about that childlike sense of wonder? Well, that moment pretty much encapsulated it.
It really did. I have to admit, when you were describing your decision to climb the volcano,
Oh, yeah.
with all the scrambling and the close calls,
Hmm.
I was laughing out loud.
It's pretty funny in retrospect.
It was. But, beyond the laughs and the thrill of the climb, I think it highlighted something important.
What's that?
It reminded us that even in a world we think we know so well,
Yeah,
there's always something new to discover.
that's a really good point.
Yeah.
It brings us to the bigger picture.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
the source material only mentions finding hot springs and volcanoes.
Right.
But think about all the other biomes that could be out there,
Oh, yeah.
just waiting to be discovered.
It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about
It
it.
is like,
Imagine maple forests, golden aspen groves, baobab savannas.
oh, wow.
Just the names themselves evoke this sense of wonder and adventure.
I know. Makes you want to hop in the game right now and start exploring.
Exactly. And it's not just about finding new landscapes.
Right.
It's about discovering the unique creatures and resources and
Yeah.
challenges that each biome might hold.
Don't forget about the potential for player-created content, too.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine the amazing builds and the intricate redstone contraptions and the elaborate stories that players will create
I know.
within these new environments.
The possibilities are truly endless.
IR.
And that's what makes Biomes Plus 1.2 so exciting.
Mm.
It's not just an expansion.
Mm.
It's like a launch pad for this whole new wave of creativity and exploration within the Minecraft community.
And for anyone who might have felt like they'd seen everything Minecraft had to offer,
Yeah,
this expansion is like a welcome invitation to come back,
right.
rediscover that sense of wonder,
Mm-hmm.
and embark on a whole new journey of exploration.
Welcome back. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it?
It really has.
Yeah.
From hot air balloons to volcanoes,
Yeah, we see a lot.
and uncovered some pretty cool stuff along the way
I think so.
about Biomes Plus 1.2.
Yeah, but now I kind of want to zoom out a little and
Yeah.
consider the bigger picture.
Sounds good.
What does this expansion tell us about the future of Minecraft?
That's a big question.
It is. And why should players be excited about it?
Well, I think it's interesting how Shapescape has approached this expansion.
Yeah.
They haven't tried to reinvent the wheel or completely change what Minecraft is at its core.
Right. They've really focused on enhancing what's already there.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
deepening that core experience of exploration and discovery and creativity.
It's like they've taken the essence of Minecraft and just amplified it, giving players more of what they love,
Yes.
but with a fresh perspective and a whole lot of surprises.
And I think that speaks volumes about the potential longevity of Minecraft.
Yeah.
It shows that even after all these years, there's still so much room for growth and innovation.
Right. And for captivating players with new experiences.
Definitely.
It's almost like Biomes Plus 1.2 is proof of concept,
Oh, interesting.
showing that you can introduce these significant additions to the game without sacrificing its core identity.
Right. You don't have to change the fundamental elements of Minecraft to make it feel fresh and new.
Exactly. And what's really exciting to me is the ripple effect this could have on the community.
Oh,
Think about all the amazing things players will create within these new biomes.
oh, I know.
The intricate builds, the elaborate redstone contraptions, the captivating stories.
It's going to be incredible to see what people come up with.
Right. It's like opening a door to this whole new world of creative possibilities.
I can already picture players collaborating to map out these new biomes.
Yeah.
Sharing tips and tricks for navigating the challenges.
And inspiring each other with their unique creations.
Exactly. It has the potential to really reinvigorate the community.
I think so too.
Bring players together in new and exciting ways.
And for those players who might have stepped away from Minecraft, feeling like they'd already explored it all,